Hey everybody, this is Tech Teach, and we're going to be learning about centroids today. The centroids is a formula that we use to try to find the center of mass of an object. And what we're going to have to do is use a couple of tables and some formulas and calculate the center of the mass of these two objects. In this case, they're simple rectangles. Rectangle 1 will be the vertical rectangle, and rectangle 2 will be the horizontal rectangle, and there's some dimensions on them. And this point down here will be the origin, 0, 0. So we're going to calculate from 0, 0 an x value over and a y value up to find out where the center of mass, if this was one shape or one object, melted together, welded together, formed together, whatever, then where would the center of mass be? Be somewhere around right about here somewhere would be a guess. I always like to make a visual estimation of where I think it might be, so that when I find the final solution I can compare it to what I was thinking and kind of rationalize whether I got the right answer or not. So I recommend that you do that too. Now there is a y reference line and an x reference line. And in algebra, you learn the Cartesian coordinate system. The x is going across and the y is going up and down. This is kind of backwards from what you've learned in algebra, because this is not the x-axis. It is a reference line to finding where the center of each of the shapes are going to be. So this one here is called the y reference line. So it's like a starting point to find where y is. Okay. Same thing with the other one, the x value. You're trying to find out where across the x value is going to be for the centroid. So you need a starting point. So you'll start here and you'll measure into the shape here. Over here on the right side, you have a table. So we call it yi, ai, and then YIAI. I don't know exactly why they're calling it an I there, but anyway. So we're going to fill in the table. I've already started filling in this one with some of the data for our first centroid shapes. You know, this shape is at the top row, and this shape is the second row. And so you can see we're going to use the formulas that are right here to find the location of a centroid. You use the formula base divided by 2 if you're going in the x direction. So we'll use this formula down here on this table. And yi is h divided by 2. So we're in the y table right now, and we'll use that table to get back over here. We'll use that table to fill in the information. So h divided by 2 here is 30, so I put 30 in there. And then the area of the same rectangle is the base times the height. So we take the 20 and we multiply it by 60 and we get 1200. And then we multiply this one times this one to get this, yi times ai, 36,000. Then what we're going to do, this is the sigma, capital letter sigma. We take the sum of ai and the sum of yiai here later in our calculations. So it's kind of confusing because it's really kind of contradictory to what you've learned in your math. In these lessons, in the next 2 or 3 lessons, we're going to learn a little bit about the rectangles and shapes that are rectangular and how to get the yi and ai values. And then the second lesson, we're going to learn how to get yiai values if we're using triangles and how the difference in the orientation of the triangle matters. Then the third one, we're going to learn about how to add semicircles, and then we'll get to negative spaces in the 4th and 5th one. So it's going to be a while. This is just an introduction to what centroids are and kind of a forewarning of what we're going to do next. So let's go to the next lesson and then learn how to solve for this particular centroid with simple rectangles in it and get the x and y values for the overall centroid.